Congratulations to Kai for hitting 100,000 subs on Twitch. That is an amazing achievement. #1 in the US, which is mad. I was actually working on this drawing while I was watching his 24-hour live stream, which I must say was out of this world. This man did pretty much everything you can think of within those 24 hours. My man did a therapy session. He did a Smash or Pass live. He bought a rock band. He bought a zoo. He bought a artist to do his face painting and whatnot. Matt, it was just incredible, and it was a lot of fun to watch. He is a great entertainer, so he's well deserved of this 100,000 subs. But yeah, let's get into this video. Let's not waste any more time, and hopefully you guys enjoy the commentary. Let's do it. All right, welcome back to another commentary today. Kai drawing. We're starting off with a blank piece of paper because that's just the way I draw. I like to draw freehand, and it's very nice to watch when I'm doing the time lapse. Yeah, so we started off with the right eye. Why? Because that's just the way I draw faces. I always start with the right one. Every now and then, depending on the face positioning and stuff. But if it's like a face on, like just straight portrait, I always start with the right eye. Here I am using an orange pen to draw the nose area. The reason why I'm using orange and not going in straight with like brown or black is because that way, even if I make, let's say, a mistake of the measurements of the nose and everything, I can always work over it because orange is the foundation color for his skin tone. So in that case, when you're measuring out things, guys, always use the lightest color to kind of like do like a little light sketch almost, to see if it looks right and everything, and then you can work on top of it when you feel like, okay, that's the right positioning. Don't always just go in straight with a black pen or a darker tone, because it's going to be hard to come back from. Doing the second eye because I truly believe the eyes are probably the most important part of a drawing, a face drawing, because if you mess up the eyes, the whole drawing just looks off. The whole thing is just you know, I mean, you could do everything else perfect, but if the eyes are messed up, the drawing is done for. So that's why I was like, before I start lips, do the eyes, Mister, do the eyes. It's a weird way of drawing, I know, drawing one eye, then doing the nose, and then drawing the second eye. But drawing the nose second helps me with the whole measurements of the width of the eyes of the person that I'm drawing. Again, that's the way I've taught myself. It might work for you. Try it out. It might work, it might not work for some people. Some people need to draw the eyes first. For the lips, I used pink, and then on the top lip I used the brown, but I also applied pink lightly underneath. When it comes to drawing skin in general, the key is pressure control with the pen. It's hard. Skin tone is very hard, but obviously once you've been practicing for a long time, you start to get the balance and the control over the pen. Now we are working on his braids. I don't know what you call it. I don't even know the name of this. Musa, you're supposed to be a black man. You should know the name of this. His hairstyle. We're drawing his hairstyle, and as you can see, I'm holding the pen very loose, because that just makes it like hair's very pretty much all over the place. You know, hair's not really clean looking, smooth. It's light. So I feel like you have to be light with a pen. That's just my approach. But like I was saying, with the skin tone, it's going to take a lot of layers. It's not something you just come, oh, I'm just going to do 2 layers and I'm done with it. Nope. You're going to have to do 6, 7, anywhere between 6 to about 15 layers worth of cross-hatching. So yes, it does require a lot of patience, which some people just don't have. so I don't blame people when like, yeah, ballpoint pen, that one there is not for me, because I don't have that patience of layering. It's a lot of work, especially when you have like a light, because Kai has a light that's like directly at his face, so you're gonna have a lot of areas where there's light patches, areas where there's dark, because of the light that's in his room for his face. Here, the reason why I'm not drawing the rest of his chin area is because he's holding his phone. Here we're working on the first part of the tattoos he has. His whole upper body is tatted, so that as well was going to be a challenge. That's why when I look for an image, I always look like I look for an image that's going to challenge me, of course, but I also look for one that's I'm going to enjoy. I like drawing tattoos on skin, even though I've been told 1,000 times, Musa, why don't you become a tattoo artist? And I'm just like, I'm just not interested in it. But yeah, the tattoos and everything, I was like, ooh, this is a really nice image. I could have taken one with him having clothes on and stuff like that. I was like, that's not really exciting for me, you know. When it comes to drawing, I'm one of those people, I need to find the image exciting enough for me to want to draw it. Like, I can't just draw an image just to draw it if I'm not really feeling it, you know what I mean? Even when I like take commissions and stuff, which I haven't done for many years, I'm not. It's mainly because the images I get sent, I'm not really feeling. I'm just like, I'm not excited to draw this, you know. Even though you're gonna get paid, but for me, is more about the enjoyment than the money. But yeah, this image was a lot of fun. As you can see, the face and everything came out pretty well. At this point, I was feeling pretty satisfied, but I still knew I got a long way before the drawing is complete. So here we're working on his right shoulder area, and as you can see, the foundation color was orange. Then I brought out the brown pen. Now I'm bringing the black pen, but you can see the tattoos, I'm almost making it look gray-ish because I know I'm about to apply more layers of brown and orange on top of it. So if I do press too hard with the black, when I apply those colors on top, it's gonna look like solid black tattoos. It's not gonna look like a tattoo. It's gonna look more like I've just drawn things on his skin, if that makes sense. So the smartest thing is draw it lightly with the tattoos, and then when you start applying color on top of it, you see that it starts to go a little bit darker. Here we're starting to work on, which not only me, but I think all of humanity thinks is the hardest thing to draw. Hands, man. Hands are the, oh my days. Hands are the worst, isn't it? Like, I find hands look harder than the face. I ain't even gonna lie. I think hands are they're so easy to get wrong. That's literally it. Hands are so easy. I don't think you can recover from making mistakes on a hand. You know, because there's so many bends, there's so many lines, you know what I mean, and thickness and width and all that kind of stuff, you know, like thumb, fingers. It's a lot. It's a lot. Now we're working on the left hand side. Same routine, you know, apply the black very lightly, because you are going to apply more layers on top. I know when you're a beginner, sometimes you don't think that far, like, oh, I'm about to apply another layer or 5 layers on top of this gray area. So if I do draw the tattoos too dark, it's gonna look like I just drew things on top, not like a tattoo. At this point, I was feeling really good. I was like, yeah, it's really coming together. But I still got that situation, the hands. Again, like I said, he's got a light right in front of him, so his hands are lighter than his face, but also the hand is going to be fairly big, because again, it's towards the camera. You know, the lens is a zoom lens that he has for his stream, so the hands are going to be bigger because they're towards the camera. And if you want to give off that illusion of that 3D, the realistic look, you're gonna have to draw the hands big. I know sometimes people make that mistake of drawing everything the same size, and then it doesn't look, the realistic part is gone, because there's no way someone could have their hands in front of their face and their hands are the same size as their face. The hands are gonna look big. So that's a key. And here, when I just did the sketch of the hands, it was just me saying, you know what, I'm tired of just doing one part. I just want to do the whole thing, then add a layer of orange, and then take the brown after, and then go for the more detailed parts. But the hands came out really well, better than I was expecting. I was like, no, not hands. And when I chose the image, I didn't really think deep about the hands, and I saw the tattoo, his hair, and I was like, yeah, okay, I like this drawing. And then when I actually started drawing, I was like, damn, hands. This was not necessarily, actually it wasn't that easy, because his phone color, I couldn't really tell what color his phone was. It looked bluish, but it also looked black. So I was like, what kind of bluish blackish phone does he have? So then I just used the 2 colors, isn't it, blue and black. and then made my own design. So if Kai, if you're watching this, let me know what color your phone is. I don't know, my guy. And then obviously I had to do the cameras in the back. This was a lot of fun. Different shades, different tones, and really focusing in the darker areas, and then I applied the shades in order to make it look 3D. And that was it for the drawing, ladies and gentlemen. Signing it right there, signing the other side. That's my DeMoose art logo, and now I'm doing my Musa, drawing my full name, signature, bam. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary. I'll catch you lot in the next one. Boom, so there you have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Smash the thumbs up. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. Let me also know in the comment section who you would like for me to draw next. Keep it exciting and surprise me. And yeah, it was a fairly difficult drawing, I'm not gonna lie. The tattoos, getting that balance with the skin tone, and obviously drawing hands, which are very difficult. But I'm fairly happy with the final result, and hopefully you guys are as well. I shall catch you lot in the next one. I'm out. Peace.